From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off that loss. Pass to Hunter. Lets it go from deep. And the basket is good.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella, deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. On offense, here are the Heat. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. The coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clogged lanes, but really all we can do is pray his shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to Hunter. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
It's been a slow start here for Denver. They trail by 7. And here's Randall. Capella covering. Randall no good. Fox no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Brooks with no one around. And another miss by Denver. You know, Brent, De'Aaron Fox. I mean, how do you cover him?
Well, Kevin, the first thing I do is ask for help. I keep my other defenders aware that I'm not going to slow this guy down at any point. So try to get him to his offhand, which is his right hand, and then make sure that he's taking more shots and not being in transition, because that's where De'Aaron Fox is at his best.
Now here's Giannis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Brooks outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And Post gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
First personal foul.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
The Nuggets trailed by 9. In the corner, it's Nesmith. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Miami. With the drive. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're gonna grind it out.
Now, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle, accountability, and will consistently be about their culture.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Fox. Fades away. Another miss by Fox.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
DiVincenzo with it. Now Beal defending. Shoots the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
Advantageous if you can get in Bradley Beal's airspace before he catches. Otherwise, that happens.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Aaron Nesmith.
It's good from long range.
Well, don't just look for your shot all the time if you're the superstar. Giannis mixing it up really well here tonight.
Wide open look. Post misses the shot. And it's Beal in the corner. Brooks from outside. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Miami ahead. Lead.
The Nuggets. 18.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Brooks outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Knocked loose. And stolen by Bay.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal. And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
And Miami making a change here. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Blocking foul called Gary Trent Jr. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And there's another turnover by the Nuggets.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. To the paint. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Good ball movement here by Miami. Curry on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Randall. From deep, Brooks does not find the basket. It's their miss. He's made just one so far. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Brent, talking about Saddiq Bey, he's the type of player that every team covets.
When you think about Saddiq Bey and where it is that he came from culturally in college, and this is a guy at his size and with his ability, you can plug in and play and know you're going to get genuine effort on a nightly basis.
And the 3 ball is good.
And Batum pretty consistent from the 3-point line. Defenses could not afford to give him that kind of slack.
Brooks outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Heat leading by 5. It's Fox with the drive.
And Giannis erasing that shot with his length. Shooters have to beware of where Giannis is.
Beal can't get it to go.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Curry on the wing. He takes it in. Fox looking it over. A floater. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Batum, the screen. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Denver. They trail by 1. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. In the corner, Bey with it. Outside Curry. Batum, the screen. Here's Fox. And he converts the layup. Fox has got 6 points.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Outside for Batum. Offline with his 3. The Nuggets trail. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Giannis striking in. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup. Nesmith has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, Bey with it. A pass to Fox. Out to the right wing. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, those
are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Brooks. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Denver calls timeout.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Over in the corner, Randall. Giannis inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Banchero outside. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark. Brooks from outside. The shot missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And they double up Giannis. Beal gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Banchero looking around. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Trent outside. Hunter for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Hunter in rhythm is a much better shooter, and that shot looked nice.
Outside for Randall. Fires from the corner. The shot, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. And it's Trent in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Fires the 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Nesmith. And he's good on the 3 ball. Nesmith has got 12 points in the game.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pass to Banchero. Screen by Capella. 6 on the shot clock. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. He doesn't get the second one. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it. Brent is everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Here's Fox. 6 points for him. Miami no good on that time either. Giannis right side. Pass to Beal. Three-pointer. Brooks. No good.
Not a way to get out of the funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Looking to end his cold spell. On the wing, but 2. The wide open look here for Fox. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fox has got 9.
Well, Fox trying to work on that outside jump shot, become more consistent. Nice bucket there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
17 foul. Now in the game.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
In the NBA, I'm not sure if anyone is quicker than De'Aaron Fox. I mean, when he gets going and he's moving north to south, you are pretty much helpless defensively.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers, Giannis, poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
There's a good screen. Curry with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And here's Trent outside. Drills the three-pointer. Trent got his first 3 points of the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Giannis high post. He's got 18.
And Giannis always plays at a high level, but feels like he's kicking it up a notch here.
"20 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Trent. Clock at 6. To the inside. Capella. And the layup's good off the glass. Capella's got 6.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game.
The Nuggets, 45.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Timeout called, Nuggets. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen in on what David Adelman went over with his team. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the 3. We're good, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to DiVincenzo. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
A nice shot by Nesmith.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Banchero, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Giannis. That shot, no good. Great defense that time from Banchero. Fox. Buries it down low. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
Fox just a blur in transition.
The Nuggets trailed by 10. Out to Brooks. A 3. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as many as 11 points. Nice D from Brooks.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Outside for Randall. From deep.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Now, here's Fox. 6 to shoot. Buries it from 3-point range. The Heat lead by 10.
Well, you want to chase him off the 3-point line. DiVincenzo able to settle in that time. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Banchero. A pass to Fox. Miami needs to get a shot off. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Nuggets trailed by 10. Now Beal. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
And here's Miami. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to post. Rebound by the Nuggets. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Giannis. Fox with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. In the corner, it's Hunter. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb. Banchero's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat. They set the pick. Outside, Beal. Brooks from outside. They get it again. Here's Randall. Brooks right side. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Randall. A drive by Beal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, where was the point where Bradley Beal decided I'm driving in here, it doesn't matter what's in my way?
And both free throws good for Beal. The Heat leading by 11. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 11 in the second half.
Tough matchup here, and Fox has it going right now. The lefty getting some room and making it happen.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I can just see here tonight, sharing the basketball, the stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Picked by Randall. Takes the 3. Traps in the tray.
Massively improved from the three-point line. Randall, a weapon here from deep.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Heat.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for De'Aaron Fox.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Back to Randall. 5 on the clock.
First personal foul. Team foul number 4.
He misses the free throw.
Shooting for Denver, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Heat lead by 15.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Randall with the bucket. And Miami has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin, even early on in the